I'm gonna keep running. So I was just saying that I saw a brilliant video about a man who was he was engaging people who were they were a little bit they had some kind of like animosity with him, and they were potentially capable of becoming violent with him. But he stood his ground just by enunciating and verbalizing, and also being like funny, and he created like cover for himself, and also he changed the nature of that engagement by communicating and standing his ground. And he was being very big in that moment as a communicator, so he was big for communicating. And that's all I wanted to say with the last few statements I was making. But I was getting along to saying that I was talking about the series of Jeffrey Dahmer and Puff P Diddy, as being like very compelling. This, I think R. Kelly would have been the same. There's a series about R. Kelly that was made, but specifically Jeffrey Dahmer and Puff Daddy. They're both accused of and may have likely done some things that were, I can't speak for Puff Daddy, because I think that trial is still at play. But I know that it was confirmed of Jeffrey Dahmer that he had in fact done what he was accused of, or a lot of it, or maybe some of what wasn't even known. But they're a little bit of a salient case in point and a quintessential example of some of the dynamics around stature and crime, which also plays into stature. And then also, as that it plays into and is appreciated within heinous acts that test some of the boundaries of morality and social bound. A lot of what Jeffrey Dahmer and Puff Daddy are accused of, they challenge the art. What they do is they challenge what it is to be human, is what they present, because both their appearance, how they're appreciated, their stature that is within society, plays into and is a part of what it means to be human. That they could or would perpetrate what they did against the people that they did, the way that the people that they perpetrated against are appreciated as, and also protected as being human beings. That is at play. But then also how those people would be appreciated, and that they could attack them. It plays into how people are just appreciated for being human. And then after they got around to attacking these people, it still begs the question, what is it to be human? And how do other humans appreciate what it is to be human when other humans are challenging and what it means to be human to the point of assaulting people? That's all at play within the series of the Jeffrey Dahmer series and the P Diddy series, like the R. Kelly also. But then but it's very compelling to people, and I had a neighbor who a month ago, when I made this first video called Bidet, where I was just testing her, because I might have in the back of my mind been aware of the P Diddy stuff because it's been in the news a lot, but I was getting on a motorcycle that reminded me of a P Diddy tribute to Biggie Smalls, sampling "I'll Be Missing You," where there's a portrayal of someone on a motorcycle, like a backstory to the music video that didn't have to do with Biggie Smalls. And so I was testing my neighbor by saying, how you live in Biggie Smalls? And she's like, and I was going to see if she would say, "Hey, mansions and Benzes giving ends to my friends, and it feels stupendous." But then she was saying, "Oh yeah, I just got done watching the P Diddy series. Man, I've been watching them all day." Like, so she's been engrossed in that series. And when the Jeffrey Dahmer series came out in 22, a lot of people, all kinds of people that were around me at these different jobs, or in the community when I was doing these jobs, they'd be talking about that series. So I was saying that there might be an actual deeper reasoning, or a deeper impetus about why these people would be compelled by these series that are going on. But then I had this coworker who was college educated and had been like a manager young at these pizza stores. And at that point I was a delivery driver, but I wasn't really having aspirations for management, because I thought that there'd be some bullshit that would come with it, and I was just more so interested in just